Hey guys, my name is John. This is my CCI Phantom Revolution that I have for sale. It's currently on MCB, PB Nation, eBay, and a bunch of Facebook forums. Um, this is a video, just a quick overview of everything you're going to be getting with the gun, or with the marker, I should say, when you purchase it. So we're just going to go ahead and dive into it. We'll start at the top, work our way down. So at the top we have our 12 round one piece feed. I'm not actually going to assemble everything just because it would take too long, but this is our 12 round one piece feed right here. Has one screw, threads into the first hole right there, and it's on, ready to go. Alright, so there's that. We also have our feed neck to run open class with, okay? We'll go to the pump handle. We have an aftermarket pump handle here that has been milled out to accept threaded and pump handle. This pump handle threads into here. That way you have more, I want to say traditional CCI pump handle on there. This is the original pump handle. It's matching anodizing. If you like the little finger pump, you can put this on instead right there, and you know that'll work just fine. Over here we look at the barrel. Barrel is a one-piece 11-inch barrel. It's not seaboard or anything special like that. Just threads in, threads out, you know, does its thing. Works great, there's no damage to it there. That's that. While we're here at the, well, I'll talk about that when we get to the parts kit. I was going to talk about the breech inserts, the detents, but we'll get to that in the parts kit. We'll come down here to the air. As of right now, it's set up to accept a 4-ounce tank in the bottom. It comes with two 4-ounce tanks. Take this off, screw it in right there. You can also have my bucket changer here. You can also thread this in and have your bucket changer run out the bottom, right? You can also, this is another option, you can take off your stock adapter right here. You can unthread these screws, take it off, thread this in, and there's two tiny screws. You have one here and one right there. Alright, unthread this and thread on this right here, and that'll give you the option to run a tank off the back. While we're here at the back of the gun, since I just mentioned that, here's our stock right there. Okay, thread this on real quick. Alright, there we go. Stock's threaded on, that's what it looks like. It's very comfortable, it's adjustable. That's about it. I think it collapses to 11 inches all the way closed, and I don't know what it is, but it is very long if you open it all the way up. It's the inside tube, so double the length of where my thumb to my index finger is. That's pretty long. That's that. Got the Ronin boomerang here, so that's that. I believe that's everything for the outside of the gun. I'm gonna set this to the side real quick. This will come with the gun. It's an Exalt Marker Case XL. This is the gun side where I store it, you know, before play. This is where I keep like the barrel, the T-stock, the 12-gram changer, anything like that goes underneath these elastic loops. Don't ever keep anything in this. It's Velcroed on there. Sometimes I keep parts on this side, and this is my Tech Mat side kind of thing. That's why it's a little dirty. But so that's that. Flip this back over here. Get into this parts kit real quick. So this is a pretty in-depth parts kit. It's got washers. I'll explain what those are for. It's got O-rings. Have the original bolt tip here. The bolt tip that's in it right now is meant for softer paint. Basically, it's cupped to hold the ball better, and it's solid, but it has holes drilled in it all throughout instead of just one big open hole. Put that to the side. This is the tool you have to have for the Revolution. I will set that aside. We'll get into it in a second. All these kind of Allen keys, you don't have to have them. Fill nipple cover, some more O-rings in there, another little Allen key. Right here is a Phantom thread right here to a Cocker thread adapter. So if you want to run like a freak kit off of it, I can't guarantee that your freak kit will fit through this, but you could always run just the undercocking finger pump with a freak kit off the front with that adapter. These are your detent. Oh, I pulled that out by accident. But these are your detent inserts. I'm just gonna leave it like that for a sec. But you have a milled outside. It's a little smaller. Just drops in just like that. Barrel threads on top of it. To pull it out, put a finger in there, slides out, or you can just turn it over, it'll fall out. Sometimes after a full day of play, it'll be jammed in there a little bit, so you gotta stick your finger in there and get the kind of like suction onto it a little bit, I guess. Pop these out real quick so I can. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Smallest one being 671. Your biggest one's gonna be 691. So that's your sizes for that. These are your different pistons for the gun. I believe this was the original CO2 one. I honestly don't remember because I don't switch to play HPA a lot, but this is where this comes in handy. To take out your different pistons when you disassemble the gun, thread this into the front of your piston and pull it out, right? Does that for each and every single one of them. But this has notches on it to put washers or to put O-rings on to change the volume of air that'll be in there. But this one also threads in. Let me just show you real quick. And I believe I have a red piston in there right now, which is for CO2 as well. So that's that. This one's probably HPA, honestly, because it's so big. A little bit of pressure. Let me think what else I need out of here. Nothing out of here. I believe that's everything. Oh, real quick. Had to send my gun into Mike a couple weeks ago because I broke my triggers here. And he replaced it. And it was because I didn't have a safety on the gun. So had to do something with the spring, and the safety not being there broke it. So leave the safety on. But he gave me 3 extra of them. He hand makes these springs, so I don't even know that now that he's retired if they'll be making them anymore. But you buy this gun, you get 3 extras, 3 spares. While we're talking about the trigger real quick, pump arm is independent from the. You can see the bolt just opening as much as I want it to from the trigger. But you can also turn the fire on. You can fire it as much as you want, but unless you drop a ball in, nothing's going to happen. Okay, so that's that. That's the parts kit. Let me keep this out for a second. I want to show you guys how you would adjust velocity. Take this, your tool, you thread it on this left side of the gun, and this little piece, I don't really know what to call that. There's this wheel in here that has holes in it. Basically, I can't really see the hole from here, but there we go. So it's in a hole right now. And if I was to turn that hole down, the velocity would go down. If I was to put it in a hole and turn it up, it would go up. But there's multiple holes, so you just keep doing that and rotating it. That can change it up to 10 feet per second. If you want to change it more than 10 feet per second, then you have to, start switching out stuff internal, like the springs and stuff. But Mike actually set the velocity when he sent it back to me. I haven't touched it since then, so it should be good to go. Drop that back in the parts kit. Let's see. I'm going to be done with the gun there. Everything that comes with it, you're getting, remember the Ronin Boomerang. I'm sure you guys know what that is for stock class play. Your 2 4-ounce CO2 tanks. They both have thread savers. I just have this one sitting in my bag. APP 50 round hopper. It's been spray painted, but I'm pretty sure just a hose will take it off because it's not very great spray paint. Also have a GoPro mount on here. So yeah, that's that. Works fine. GOG or GXG pocket hopper works fine as well. I prefer my APP over it, but it does its job. And we have a Proto Primo hopper, also works great. It's just kind of bulky for me. I really prefer smaller hoppers. While we're talking about what's holding paint, we have our PB Mafia stock class harness. You can see it's pretty dirty, but it does its job. It was dirty when it got to me. I played 2 days with this. The first day I had the tubes just how they were, like originally, and I lost 2 of them because I just couldn't find them in the woods. So I spray painted them all blue. You can see where it's chipping off, but if it chips off, so what? Respray paint them takes like 2 minutes. So that's that. Exalt marker case, you'll get that, and you'll get my warning. I keep my pump hand strong barrel cover. I use this barrel cover one day. But there it is. So I believe that is everything. Oh, and I'll throw this in. Doesn't really do much. I'll explain just real quick. Take out a 10 round tube real fast. So basically, this goes into your feed neck, wherever I set that at. This would drop in here. You'd have to loosen the screw up, obviously, but it would go down in your feed neck. And on this side, you see your 10 round tube won't go in. It'll go in the circle way. I don't get that, but it won't go in like this. So what I did was I took a file and sanded down a little bit on the inside, so it will drop in, and then you just push down in there, and it's it's not going anywhere. So that's that. But yeah, that's everything that'll be coming with. And it'll come with this punch. This punch, real quick. If you want to take your trigger assembly out, Mike taught me this. There's a hole right here. You take this, hit it with a punch. The pin will stick out just a little bit. You take your pair of pliers you got here. You grab the pin and you pull it out, and your whole trigger assembly will drop out the top of the gun if you undo your 2 thumb screws. So that's everything.